Okay, so
we were talking about Mordechai.
Dr. Mordechai.
Dr. Mordechai.
One of the characters in War of the Horizon. A wonderful Christian science fiction book written by author and pastor James S. Hodges. And we're coming down to the end of the show. And we want to cover Dr. Mordechai because he really has a big influence over why this story happened. And so let's talk about him, and then kind of just let's kind of just do an overview of it, and then we can go into the after show and take, if anybody wants to hang out and ask questions or whatever, if you feel like doing that, James.
Yeah, I think I totally want to get more into his counseling and his pastoral stuff on the after show.
Yeah.
And let's finish up here with Mordechai. So I'm handing it back over to you, James.
Okay. Well, about Dr. Mordechai, Nathan Mordechai. Well, I try not to mention too much, I guess. I don't want to get too much away, I guess. But I know Dr. Mordechai really is a central character of understanding why things are happening the way they are, of all the tragedies that's happening, and that is in the story. But Mordecai has really had it rough, basically coming across, being almost left for dead, as when he first appears in the story. He's unconscious, and he's left for dead and beaten up, and by so-called tragedy, he was found by our character Jones, who lost his aircraft and ejected and landed on a mysterious island that was in the no-fly zone that separated the east from the west. And so Jones actually discovers a laboratory, and with a company's name on it called Skytech. And I don't know if, once again, I do want to say this, I don't know if there's any such thing as a Skytech, but I made it up. So that's by all coincidence. And as the book's disclaimer mentions in small print, as any disclaimers about characters and so what.
Yeah.
But yeah, we understand that even through that there was providence all along. Mordecai's life was saved, was nourished by Jones's kindness, and of course through that is the revelation of what is going on. But how are they going to get this back to the ship, the Morning Star ship, and let it be known to everyone, to at least get some answers to what is happening of these mysterious objects that are falling from the sky in the story. And that's one of the questions kind of makes you wonder, what is causing this?
Yeah. Because you wonder, is it meteors? Is it God? Sometimes, I kind of thought first, well, is it God? Is it just destroying the world? Then you wonder, is it bombs? Is it the East Earth attacking the West Earth, or vice versa? And you don't know. And that's really the page turners. You want to find out what is going on. Besides, other than Becky's dream. Other than Becky's dream. I'm sorry, I don't know how loud they can hear me. I'm sorry. Anyway, but those are the two big page turners of the entire book, and through the whole book it just leaves you guessing it and in such suspense. And we thank you, James, for coming on here. We thank you for allowing us to read your book. And I know people were wondering where I am. I'm right here. The reason I'm not on camera is because if I was, if you're watching on live stream, Jeremy has a picture of the book, and also our JMC Live image up on the screen, so if I was sitting here, you wouldn't be able to see my face. So it's kind of, what's the point of me sitting here?
Well, I want to let James have the last word here. And what would you like to let our listeners know about War of the Horizon? And can you say it in 2.5 minutes?
Yes. If you're someone who does not like to read, you will want to read this book because it's easy to read. When I'm writing this, I put this in a mindset, is this something I want to sit down and read and catch my attention while it will make some kind of change in my life? And also you will learn some deep things in the scripture of the Bible. And it's always been there all along. And so I challenge anyone to get this book, because even if you're a non-reader, you would want to read this book. And once again, available on ebook and Amazon, Barnes & Noble sites, or go to your bookstore. Go to your local bookstore. It'd really help out if people would ask for it at their local bookstore where they live. And they can save on shipping too. They can save on shipping and handling costs if they ask at their bookstore. But so much I can say. But
okay.
All right, James. We're going to take a break, and we're going to continue with more James S. Hodges if he's available. We're going to cover more about his pastoral duties, his counseling, and we'll take questions from the chat, and we'll just see what God has in store. I mean, you know, the sky's the limit, you know.
If you're watching on YouTube, we thank you for coming. We hope you are blessed. And
hi, Chauncey.
And we thank you for listening to James, and we hope you are interested in this book. It's really good, and like James says, it's easy to read. It's easy. I mean, it has 14 chapters, but in those 14 chapters is this wonderful, amazing story. And we'll see you next week. And for those in the chat room, we'll see you in just a minute.
We're not going anywhere.